friends. Okay, I'm going to pin a quick comment. So my name is Kayla Gibson. I am going to show you my makeup must-haves, and I'm going to do the majority of my makeup with this cute little compact. Now, we do have collections. I am an artist for Seint. I have been for 3 years. We have collections that are up to like 20% off. They're already discounted, so I can always match you to that. If you want a color match to the makeup I use or any of the products I'm going to show you, just comment match. Even if you're like, oh, I want the serum, just comment match and I will send you like the little list and you can just pick and choose what you want. If you are just popping on, I would love if you said hello and tell me where you're from. If you're new, I would love to hear that you're new and also where you're watching from. I hate putting my hair back in these little things, especially after I did it for the day, and I just like feel like I like look like colonial. Hello, you guys. Okay, so I did something. So first of all, my eyebrows are still healing. I got a touch up last week. So I got my eyebrows microbladed 8 weeks ago, and this was my touch up, and so they are doing the peeling. It's really frustrating, but it's gonna look really good when they're all done. Hello from Arkansas. Hi, you guys. So I have this serum, you guys. Hi from Kentucky. We love Louisville. In South Carolina. So I have been talking about this off and on in my stories, but I have not changed my skincare. And I haven't seen a whole lot of change in my skin necessarily in the last year. But my friend was talking about this one little serum that I just put on. It's waterless. Hi from Ireland and Vegas. And I already put it on this side, but look how glowy my skin is. So I'm going to put it on this side so you guys can see. It's FO6. I don't honestly know what that means, but it is a cell active serum. You guys, you need this serum in your lineup. You don't have to change your skincare routine. I actually am going to try this whole line just because I want to see what it's like. But I have used Pomifera and some of my ZO for a long time. And I think I got my skin doing well, you know, because I didn't have a skincare routine for a long time. So this has been really glorious. Look at the glow. It's so good. I haven't even put on moisturizer yet, and my skin is so hydrated. But anyway, my friend was talking about this, so I decided to add it in 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I should have so many breakouts from flying, from coming back from Mexico. I should have so many freckles and sunspots, because I always do after being out in the sun. And you guys, my skin looks so good. So honestly, try that serum. There's a 365-day return policy. So just talk about my supplements. Yeah, I'll talk about those. You need to try that serum. And it will come before your moisturizer, like after your hyaluronic acid. So it's a corrective serum. So you can just add that into what you're already doing. You also can totally take a quiz to see if, you know, like what your things are. So anyway, oh, it's so good. It is completely, like, it's tightened my skin. Like, my pores are not as noticeable. And I haven't had, like, microneedling or anything like that for a while. So it's not that. It's not like it'd be microneedling or anything like that, because I haven't had it for a long time. The name of my serum, it's called FO6, Cell Active Face Serum. It's my Oliveda one. So if you just say match, I can just send you the direct link, like right to the actual serum. So anyway, you gotta try it. And now I'm putting my Seint moisturizer on, because I don't rave a lot about a lot of skincare products, okay? I'm raving about this one. I have always raved, probably for the last 2 years, about the Seint Milk Cream. I just think it's so stinking good under our cream makeup. It is, I don't know, if you have dry skin, it's great. If you have oily skin, it's great. So I really love that. Okay, so I am pulling out my hair. Just say match. Just say match. And you, like, it'll send you, like, everything that I'm using today. Okay, so I just put that on. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. Normally, I give myself, like, 10 minutes to dry in between. Someone did ask about what supplements I am taking. I am taking a supplement. It is a 7 organic mushroom supplement. It is detox. It is alertness, clarity, all the things. I'm going to tell you this. I started it because I was trying to... Okay, we're just going to go right in my SPF. I was trying to get rid of so many of the supplements that I was taking. I was taking so many supplements that it got so overwhelming that I just, like, wasn't being consistent with anything. So I started that. I was taking so much caffeine. I was drinking so much caffeine that I was crashing. I wasn't sleeping. It was so bad, you guys. Now, if I have caffeine, it's maybe one extra a day, but normally I just need this. And this is my husband's story. So I am not saying any of this. You need to talk to your doctor if you are on any kind of ADHD medication. But my husband has not had to take his ADHD medication in 5.5 weeks. And actually, it is kind of funny. It's not funny. But 6 weeks ago, he was supposed to get a refill. They were out of his medication. And so, he didn't really have a choice. And then he just like hasn't gotten back on it. And he's actually productive. He's like getting stuff done. It's just wild. So that is his story. I am not a doctor and telling you medical advice. I'm just saying that this is his story. He is not on his medication right now. Yes, his doctor knows. So anyway, I have just never felt more productive. My sleep is incredible. Oh, it's just so good. Okay, so I have to be careful around my eyebrows because my eyebrows are still healing and I can't get a bunch of makeup on them. So, is there a big shortage of ADHD medication? Okay, well, that would make sense. Yeah, I don't even actually know if if it did get filled and he went and picked it up. I don't even think he did. It's just crazy. So anyway, yeah, he's actually productive. He says he's really productive. He's not jittery. He's sleeping really good. Okay, so that is my SPF. This is my tinted moisturizer. Absolutely love it. Yes, the product I'm drinking. If you go to my profile, it's under, or you can just DM me and I can send it to you. It's called Rise and Vibe. It's a powder drink that is your energy, alertness, mood, productivity, all of that stuff, energy, all the things. And then the other piece is a liquid. That part's a detox, your gut health, your electrolytes, all of those things. It's like in conjunction. It is so stinking good. And what's funny, the very first day I tried it, I was all giddy, like on our way to my retina specialist appointment. And I hate traveling. Like I hate being in a car because I just hate sitting there and feeling like I could be doing other things, you know? I mean, it's like so annoying. And I was just like singing away, like so happy. I didn't even care that they told me I needed surgery. I was just like, whatever. Anyway, okay, so I'm now going into my Seint palette and I am contouring my face. So I am just adding in shadows and dimension to the areas that I already have them. Okay, so I'm gonna just contour my hairline just to give it a little bit more depth. This is perfect if you have a bigger forehead and you want it to look a little smaller. So I'm just tapping that in. Lori, I don't have my supplements actually linked. But message me, DM me, and I will just send it right to you. It's amazing. Like I'll never go without it. In fact, my mom is not a supplement taker. She doesn't take ibuprofen. She doesn't take any of that stuff. And she's drinking this. And she is retired and bummed. She doesn't have anyone, and she says she has more energy. She's been out working in her yard, and so she's actually taking this. So I am just always going to buy this for her. I just restocked all of us. Okay, so I just went underneath my cheekbones, along my forehead. What is this? Yeah, forehead. And I'm just taking the remnants of what's in my brush, and I'm scooping it along my jawline, and I'm just bringing it down. Just like that, okay? I do contour my nose, but I'm going to do that last. But as you guys can see, between this serum and what it's done for my skin and my tinted moisturizer, I don't have a ton to cover up. And normally I have so much redness. I have so much to do, and my redness has just really dissipated lately. It's just so nice. Okay, so I am brightening my inner and outer corner. This is a brighter highlight than I normally use. But if you're new, we have these two skin tone shades, which is your highlighter. Sorry, we call them highlights. Okay, brightening highlight, main highlight. That's what you would consider your foundation and concealer, and that's what we call them because the whole point of our makeup is to highlight and contour. Hi, you guys just popping on. Where are you watching from? So I am just brightening the inner and outer corners of my eyes. Now, if you have some darkness and you haven't been matched by me before and you want to get matched to this makeup, I do color match you for like the darkness under your eyes if you have those, or if you have age spots, things like that. Okay, I'm going to go down the center of my nose, and I'm going to kind of come right underneath my nose where I have a little bit of that redness, just right above my Cupid's bow, and then the center of my chin. Okay, You guys, if you are one of my customers, or you're just a Seint customer in general, whether you're my customer or not, and you are finding your makeup is looking funky, maybe it's separating, it's showing texture, all of the things, all of a sudden, it's probably because you're starting to get some color and you need a darker color. If your makeup is not melting into your skin, you have the wrong shade, okay? That's just what it is. You have the wrong shade or you're using too much. So look at this, you guys. This is no filter. I do not use a filter on my makeup videos. None of that. I don't use a filter on any of my videos unless it's sometimes in my stories, which is actually almost never. But look at this. I mean, this is crazy. Normally, I probably could just go out like this. Okay, but I'm gonna grab this like main shade color. This is your main highlight. This is what you would consider your foundation shade. So this is what's going to just even out the rest of your skin tone. So you can just see all that, like the extra discoloration I just had, I just kind of even that out. And I'm barely tapping my brush in, you guys. You should not need a whole lot. And if you are using too much, you're gonna notice it is gonna sit cakey, but that's like, I mean, any makeup you're using too much, it's gonna be cakey. It's not gonna look cute. It's gonna transfer off. That's just how it goes. So I'm just tapping right underneath my contour. And an easy way to remember where to place this main highlight is anywhere you would wear like scuba goggles, and then like a beard area, okay, where you might grow hair in your beard area. So I'm just putting a little bit here on the side of my nose where my scuba goggles would go, and I'm tapping in kind of above my contour. I'm not swirling into the other colors. I'm just tapping kind of around them. The brush I'm using is the detailed brush. This is kind of the brush I go to a lot. You can absolutely do an entire look besides eyeshadow with one brush. And I just like the detailed brush personally. But you can do a whole look with the shape brush. You can do a whole look with the 3D brush. So, hi you guys. I have to be careful around my eyebrows. I hate it because you can see my main shade is darker than my actual face, and that's because I wear SPF so often, and so I have to match my neck. So my main shade is darker than my actual face, but I have to go around my eyebrows. I can't get in them since they're still healing. Okay, let's look here. Do you guys see how I like really don't have to blend much of anything? And that's because where you lay your product down is essentially where you want it to stay, okay? So you might just do like a little bit of feathering here. You might tap and flick up on your contour just to make sure it's nice and blended. But I don't have to do a bunch of swirling. And if you're someone who, you are one of my customers and you're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't look as good as yours because I get that a lot. I feel like my contour disappears. That's because you're over blending. It might not necessarily mean that you need a different color contour. You just are probably over blending. Okay, and then something I do with my nose contours, I just use my finger. I've just been using my finger lately. It's just easier. It's easier to contour. What I did to my eyebrows, I got my eyebrows microbladed and powder browed. It's called a combo. So they're darker than they will be, and they're kind of scabby, so they look uneven, but in probably 2 weeks, they're gonna look really good. You guys, and people ask me how this drink tastes. It tastes like mango lemonade, and I know it looks scary. Okay, so my friend Chandler actually put together this really pretty bundle, like kind of this combination. This is Lovespell. That's why I wore black today, because it's like such a like rich, yummy color. And then our bronzer, and then these 4 colors. So I'm gonna bronze my face really quick. And you guys, this can be your entire palette. You can do your eyebrows with your contour or bronzer. You can do your lip liner with your contour or bronzer. The only thing it just doesn't take place of is your mascara, because we don't have mascara, see. So I love it. It's like so compact, so stinking easy. When I went to Mexico, I took like 2 full big palettes because I wanted all the options, and I only dipped into like 4 colors the whole time. So it's like I could have taken this like small little palette. I just like options. That's why I overpack my suitcase, because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling. Okay, so I'm just warming up my face, and you could see how my cheeks kind of warmed up. I like a lot of bronzer, you guys. You do not have to put on bronzer. Bronzer is totally optional, and you don't have to use as much as I use. I just really love bronzer. I always have. I've always been that girl. If I could choose either bronzer or contour, I would choose bronzer. Okay, so now that I'm kind of warmed up here, I'm going to go in with Lovespell. Lovespell, she is a sought after girly. Now, when it used to be limited edition all the time, and every time we would come out with it, it would sell out. And so I think Saint realized, like, oh, we need to make this a permanent staple in our lip and cheek line. And it's not as bright on the cheeks. Like, it's kind of a little bit of a like a raisiny gloss. You can kind of see just very, very sheer raisiny gloss. But I'm going to show you what it looks like on the lips, because that is the unicorn right there. But really quickly, I'm going to go in with my Illuminator. Okay, it's this shimmer right here. And this is Honey. I used to use the bejesus out of Honey, as you can tell. And I have not used her for a very, very long time. So this is my first time using Honey in a long time. And I'm just tapping my cheekbones. Do you see how glowy that is? And then I always love, my very favorite place to highlight is the tip of my nose. I love it. And right here. Okay, now we're going to put Lovespell on the lips. It's so good on the lips. It's literally one of my favorite colors. Every time I'm wearing it on my lips, I get asked what I'm wearing. Okay. And then yesterday, Black Cherry. Black Cherry is the same. Black Cherry looks really scary, but it's not. Okay, but look how dark she is. She's a little scary looking, okay? I should have taken off some of my lip oil here. I do not have the shades I used in the match, but I can always list them. I can list them in the description after this. Absolutely. Okay, so look how gorgeous Lovespell is. Just this really pretty, like, grape raisiny color. It reminds me of, did you guys ever wear Clinique? It reminds me of Bamboo Pink by Clinique, but like darker. But just so stunning. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, now we're going to prime our eyes. We are going to do an eye look using Bubba, Foxy, Coco, and Unicorn. I prefer Philly over Coco, but Philly is out of stock at the moment. So we're going to go with Coco. And I haven't done kind of a brown look in a while, and brown bronze is like my jam. Okay, I am now going to use this powder. You guys, we sold this out twice. Like you guys, like my followers. I don't know about the second time. I don't know if it was us the second time, but the first time we definitely sold it out. And because it went viral, it is so good. It is so much cheaper than a lot of the viral translucent powders right now, like the blurring. This also is in the product list if you say match. So I refer to it as a blurring powder because it really just does blur your under eyes and your large pores and all that stuff. But it's called the finishing powder, I believe is what it's actually called. Okay, so I am doing powder underneath my eyes right now. Typically I don't. I mean, it just depends on the day. But since I'm going to be working with some dark colors, I just don't want any fallout. And then if you powder before, then any eyeshadow that falls below, you can brush it away. Okay, so I'm just brushing away some of this powder I just added. And people always ask me, why do you put powder on your lids before you go in with eyeshadow? And that's so that it doesn't stick. You don't want it to stick to your eyes because it'll look patchy when you're blending. Okay, oh my gosh. So pretty much all the extra products I'm using right now, you guys, are Celeste. So if you just say match, I'll send you the list of the Celeste products I'm using as well. So I'm going to use a mascara by them as well because Saint doesn't have one. So, and it's actually, I'm going to use a new Celeste mascara today and see how much I like it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I am going to go in first with Bubba. You guys, Bubba, she was one of my first loves. It's just this warm, beautiful, matte shade. I love it so much. It is one that you could wear all by itself, all over your lid. And I think she was one of my first eyeshadows. Because when I joined Saint, like when I started wearing the makeup, I actually didn't buy eyeshadows for a long time. Because I just had so many. But then I was so sick of dipping into multiple palettes. And then Saint actually came out with these really pretty ones one fall. Like all of these brand new ones. And so I just like loaded up. And Bubba was one of my very first loves. So, okay, so I go all over. A lot of people just stay in their crease with transition shades. I love to just go on the lid. I feel like it just kind of ties the whole look together. That's just a personal preference. That is not like a you have to do that kind of thing. I just like to do it. I feel like it just deepens and richens the whole look. Okay, so did we bring my eyeshadow brush over? Yes, we did. Okay, good. And then Foxy is one of the shimmers I'm going to use, and Foxy is one of my very favorite shimmers. It's so pretty, so rich and bronzy. Oh, so good. But I'm first going to dip into Coco. Coco, wrong side. Coco has a little bit of like a purpley undertone. So that's why I normally wouldn't use this shade with this like little duo here, or this quad. But again, we're out of Philly. So do you see how it's kind of like a purple tone? I don't love that, but it is such a pretty color. Coco is actually one that I recommend to a lot of people. So I'm just tapping the outer corner. And the thing about dark shadows is you want to tap your placement. Hi, you guys just jumping on. Where are you watching from? So I like to tap my placement on. Okay, so tapping it, especially if you're working with darker colors, is really important. You want to tap first before you do any kind of extra blending, because then you're just going to look like a raccoon and your colors are going to go everywhere. So now that I have that area tapped, I'm going to now just go in and soften with the fluffier side of my brush. Here we go. Just warm it. Oh, a little patchy here. Hold on. Let's feel that in. There. Okay, and I'm just softening. Hi, friends. Okay, Gorgina. Now I'm going to go in with my finger. People always ask, why do you go in with your finger when you're working with shimmers? That's because you can get the same pigmented look. It's basically going to make your eyeshadow more pigmented. Hi from Arkansas. You're going to get a more pigmented look using your finger to place down your shimmer than if you just use a brush. Hi from New Jersey. If you use a like wet brush, you'll get that color payoff too. But it's just easiest to go in with your finger. And then we're going to go in with Unicorn. And you guys, Unicorn, I don't know why I don't use her more. I have been actually the last, I don't know, couple months. So I'm tapping Unicorn on the center here. And then I'm going to go back in a little bit with Foxy because I do want to bronze that up. But I am trying to kind of brighten that center eye area. Okay, I'm liking that. I think this needs a little more Foxy. Okay, liking that. I'm gonna deepen that Coco just slightly. I'm actually gonna mix Coco and Bubba and just deepen that, because as soon as I put my mascara on, it's gonna disappear a little bit. So here we go. And you guys, if you want a collection, so you can get one of these collections for this makeup that I'm using in a 4 collection, 8 collection, or 12, which just means that's the number of 10s. And they're discounted. So when you fill out my color match form, when I send it back, I also send you back like a list of like what collection would also work for you. Like, so I color match you, and then I'm like, oh, but this collection would also work. And then you could grab a color match or a collection and save and have a little discount. So that is an option for when I color match you. Okay, here we go. Just deepening that slightly. And then sometimes I like go a little overboard and I'm like, Kayla, stop adding product. Eyeshadow is one of my favorite things to do though. It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay, Gorgina. Let's do our mascara. I'm going to use a new mascara today, and I'm going to give you an honest review. You guys know, if you've been around here at any point in time, I give honest reviews on things. It's really funny. Before I started using Seint, I would do like drugstore makeup reviews on my Instagram just because it was fun, and I was postpartum and it was COVID and all that stuff, and it was just super fun for me. And there was this time, there was like this viral Wet n Wild foundation that everyone was loving, and I was like so excited to put it on, and I'm like sitting there live and I put it on and I was like, this is really bad. I do wish Lovespell was a little darker on my cheeks. I could probably deepen it if I wanted to, but you know, whatever. Okay, so this is the Smoky Lashes. Now, you guys know, if you've been following me, you know I love the false lashes, and I also love my City Beauty mascara. Where is she? I don't know where she's at. Those are the two mascaras that I absolutely love. But this Smoky Lashes one is also from Celeste, the other makeup company I use, like in conjunction with Seint. And it's like, their mascaras are so affordable. They're so inexpensive. What hair? I have a hair. And people have talked about this Smoky Lashes one. So let's try it. Let's see if I like it as much as my false lashes. So it does have kind of a thicker wand. And I already curled my lashes. So let's see. Let's see if I actually like this. The thing I like about the false lashes one is the wand is so tiny. So it grabs all of your lashes. Okay, you guys, you know what this reminds me of? Like with this wand? Is Bad Gal. Wait, no, Benefit Bad Gal. The like one with the really big brush. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's see here. Let's see what I think. Oh, that's shocking. Wait, but this is Smoky Lashes. What's it supposed to do? Hold on, let me see. Oh, defining volume. Okay, that would make sense. Because I do feel like it's defining my lashes. It doesn't grab all of them like my false lashes one does, but that's a pretty mascara. I kind of like that. Now, I don't know if it transfers because this is my very first time wearing it, but my false lashes one does not. So let's try this. I also think I'm going through a lash cycle. You guys know how all your lashes kind of fall out at like one time sometimes? I'm like, oh, my lash cycle. I'm going through that. Right. Yes. I am like shocked. You guys, and these mascaras are so affordable. I mean, like drugstore mascaras now are like $15 to $19. Are you joking me? I mean, good ones that I would use. So, but look at this. Look at the makeup, you guys. It's just so flawless looking. I mean, you can still see that my skin is skin. Like everyone thinks that I have flawless skin. No, I do not. Look, I have texture here. I have fine lines and wrinkles. I have discoloration. I have, what is that? Large pores. So yes, this makeup works for all kind of skin. And I have like a lot of redness. Okay, so this is my second coat. The cool thing I like about this mascara, and actually the false lashes one too is the same way, is it doesn't take forever to dry. So you can go in with your second coat fairly quickly. And you don't have to wait forever. You know how like some mascaras are so wet, you have to like wait to go put on your second coat. Otherwise it just like you're just not doing anything. So I do like that. Okay, so that is coat 2. That is pretty. That's a pretty mascara, you guys. So I like this one. So if you say match, I did link the false lashes one and this Smoky Lashes one, and you can choose. Oh, yeah. Oh, after you used a curler. So this is the false lashes wand. It gets every single little lash, like every single one. I love it. This reminds me of the Bad Gal. Not the one with the big brush. It's the one with the small brush. Bang. Is it the Bang one? Bad Gal Bang. Look, you guys, this mascara is good. I like it. And I'm very, 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 like, if you have been here for any amount of time, if you're an OG, you know I don't talk about a whole lot of mascaras because I'm insanely picky about them. So again, I don't have a wear test. I don't know how this washes off. I don't know how whether it transfers or not. I just know that that looks really, really pretty so far. All right, you guys, I am not going to spray my face yet because my mascara is drying, but a really good setting spray. If you are on like, if you're not just trying to spend like $30 to $40 on a setting spray, which I understand, even though really, really good ones are expensive, but if you're just trying to find a good one for $15, look how much product is in this thing. You guys, that is so much product. This is a great option. And I do have it linked too. If you just say match, I have like everything linked. So I do not have these colors linked that I used today besides some of the Celeste stuff. But in the description, I will write what I used in this video. So you can go get them if you want. That is the final look. Don't mind the crusty eyebrows. Healing. This looks so pretty. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. I will talk to you later. Bye.